Who just arrived home? I'm kinda sweating because I have to use a bicycle. I don't have a car. I don't have money to pay for the bus ticket. Very cool existing, but no, honestly, thank God I have a working bicycle, okay? Anyways, trade recap today. Also a L day, a pretty inconvenient L day. Um, but I have to be honest, well, yeah, the losses were not tiny, but still, it's not that bad now, let's say, regarding my emotions or whatever. Of course, during the gold session, I had like a few crash outs, but it wasn't that deep, so could have been worse. And now I think today was a great day to see how a no setup day looks like. Because I was a bit like too much invested with the idea to go into a trade instead of seeking for setups. I was seeking to win instead of seeking for setups, and that's the reason why I think today was actually very valuable and also very good. Now I don't only say this to kind of numb the pain, to kind of be okay with that. Like this is like dead ass how I feel about it. Um, well, to be honest, there's one thing I wasn't pleased at all. It was the USDCHF trade, but we go on this later. Now, anyways, on gold, I was actually looking for longs because on the 4 hour, I saw right there an order block, but now when I look at it again, it's like that valid. I don't really know why I was looking at it at this like that, but anyways, I saw older blog and I at least wanted to see the attempt of the of a retracement out there. Crazy how was I overlooking this? It's not really a older blog. Okay, anyways, fuck off. I was looking for a supply zone, okay, or at least the attempt to retrace to this supply zone which doesn't even exist. And yeah, I didn't really had an entry, and also the few entry zones or order blocks I had, they were like not they were just like way too uneven, like too out of context, out of hand, so very poor confirmation. So really couldn't take a trade on this one. Now on the other hand, on USDCHF, oh boy, this was a ride. Actually, I was looking for longs because we had right there a very nice order block, but the thing is, it refused to go into the zone, so it wasn't clear for me. All right, no longs for today. I won't get the opportunity for long because I was also looking at the dollar index, and I thought, okay, maybe it will go for down here to retrace this area, but it wasn't. Just kept going higher and higher, and also was taking out some highs. Um, like also marking out its previous daily high. It swept that, and yeah, it just kept going to the upside. No, yeah, now it just kept going to the upside, and now I don't know if it's really this one, but there was like one other prominent high I was marking out, and it swept this one as well. I think it's just literally this one. And then I thought, okay, now it swept this high, and now it's kind of going maybe a bit down. How it typically happens after liquidity sweep. Now we can also argue this as a break of structure because the change of character already happened hours, days ago. But anyways, then because of that, at the bias or at least a setup switch on UCCHF, because then I saw, okay, it will not retrace to this demand zone. Now, probably after the dollar index for keep going higher and higher and sweeping the different highs, it will go down a little. Then I actually saw this order block coming on the 30 minutes, and then it swept this high, and then oh, it swept this high. I entered a short of this sweep of this high, and I got subbed out. I re-entered, and my dumbass was putting a very type stop loss on the 5 minutes, and then I got a tiny bit stopped out by that. And actually, my TP was right there. I actually considered to put it down there, and this would have been like a good day to at least recover on one account. But I got subbed out a tiny bit. Yeah, that's so setting the stop loss. I learned something new. Always setting the stop loss when I'm scaling up to the 50 minutes, because on the 5 minutes when I have like a tight stop loss, it's like way too tight, and it will like pretty much get stopped out. So I missed this clean ass trade, and now I'm down on all the accounts, my live account, my other live account, and on the Funded Challenge account. Fortunately, I'm only down like 8%. Wait, no, less. No, wait, actually 8%, yeah. Like in total, not from today, this would be like actually pretty bad. No, still not very good, but yeah, man, fuck, shit happens. No, sorry, not 8%, my bad, I'm wrong. Because you have to be 10% up on in order to hit like target profit. 0.8%, yeah. Like less than 1%. I'm down on the whole account. So yeah, tomorrow log in, seeking for setups. But honestly, overall, besides of that, I'm very chill and actually comfortable with, with the losses today, because I think I learned like very valuable lessons, like sitting on my hands and be like a sniper, not kind of if I feel like to, I really want to get in, and taking like the smallest possible sign. No, the confluence matters. If there's no confluence and no, like sign you want to get there, then just sit on your hands. And I think today was like a very, because I know this, but I never experienced but I never experienced it in the practice. And today was like the first time ever I was experiencing this that way, because every single time I thought, okay, no setup day, there was always somewhere a setup where I could like take like a very good trade, because my strategy works very well. But today was like really a trading day where there was like literally no good setups, at least for gold, and even like actually even a setup switch on USDCHF. So today was really a very valuable lessons, like sitting on your hands, watching price action, and using your head, not trying to desperately enter to, at least you can say, oh, I took a trade. Of course it's self-explanatory, but it's very useful, and if you experience this the first time in the live markets, because then yeah, it might not be comfortable at the beginning, but as soon as you start to realize, oh, this was like literally no setup nowhere, then it gives you like a feeling how to act the next time when something like that happens, and like being like more aware, or like more broad with the view on things. So overall, I'm actually very grateful for this experience. Now, except for this, because I literally could have taken this trade. But besides that, today was very valuable. Actually grateful for that. Yeah, with that being said, cheers.